各位媒体朋友们，大家好！现在坐在我旁边的是 Bluestacks 蓝蝶的市场及业务发展高级副总裁 John Gargiulo 先生。Well, my first question is nowadays, you know that mobile games are much heavier than before, and the Android simulator is in great demand both at work and at home. So, do you have any opinions about Android simulators in China?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, China is where we see the most growth in Android simulators. It's not just Bluestacks where I work, also other companies, right? Droid 4X, Windroy. There's new ones popping up, it seems like, every week. I think it's because in Asia, there's a lot of people who like to play RPG games, like you said, heavier games. And they are really good to play on a bigger screen with mouse and keyboard. So this is something I'll be talking about in a moment across the hall, but this intersection of PC and mobile is really big this year.
Oh, thank you. And you know that electronic sports mobile game has been a very hot topic in China last year. So if it is possible for Bluestacks to provide any service in this field.
Which field?
Electronic sports.
eSports. Yes. This is something you're going to see from us soon, actually. eSports is absolutely hot. It's hot in the US. It's become one of the most fundable sectors in terms of venture capital money. Obviously, it's always been big in Asia and Korea. There are a lot of ways in which mobile games, again, as you mentioned, because they're heavier and more complex and more exciting, are lending themselves to esports. And that's something that you're going to see a lot more from us this year.
Oh, thank you. You know that there are also many native-born Android simulators in China, and some of them even build the Android SDK within the keyboard. Does Bluestacks use the same tech, or you can just share us something about Bluestacks?
Yeah, sure. So Bluestacks technology, to be totally honest, a few years ago when we started in 2011, and everything was totally proprietary. Everything about our virtualization technology was totally proprietary. The technology to run Android on PC has become pretty commoditized. So as you mentioned, there's competitors now, especially in China, that are able to run mobile games on PC. I think where we stand out is compatibility with computers. So not everybody has a high-end PC. In fact, in China, we still have tons of users on, even Windows XP.
Yes.
And for mobile games to work on those platforms, on those devices, it's actually really hard to do, both PC compatibility and app compatibility. So those are things that we have over 100 people working on every day, and I think it's why we've been able to maintain our 90% market share.
Oh, thank you. And the first question, according to the statistics of App Annie, the scale of Chinese mobile games has reached the first echelon, and as China mobile game market is become much bigger, do you have any new plan in Chinese market?
Absolutely. In fact, China for Bluestacks this year is our biggest priority. So we have a team of over 10 people here. When I was here a year ago, we had one person. So it's 10 times the number of people, and we're growing that team very quickly. Many of them are in the building here. So China is a top priority because China often leads the way in a lot of things. And the space that we're in, where mobile content meets PC, our tagline is play bigger. Certainly we see a huge opportunity here.
And then something not related to this conference. And we know that you have a lot of experience in marketing management and business development. Can you share us something interesting or memorable in your career time?
Honestly, it's funny. Bluestacks, when I came to Bluestacks, the person who recommended me said this is very high risk, high reward. There were just 5 of us sitting in an office in Campbell, California, outside of San Francisco. And I think one lesson I've learned from a marketing standpoint about the technology industry we're all in is that it's so easy to scale from such a small group. So all of a sudden we were 5 people, then 7 people, 10 people, and there were millions of people using Bluestacks very quickly. And I had some restaurants in New York in a past life. And I'll tell you, you don't have millions of people that can come into a restaurant overnight. So it's something really special about the business that we're in and about marketing technology that struck me anyway.
So you must take proud of your work.
It's not me, it's the product. A good product always makes the marketing people look good. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.